Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome Mark, the Spirit Whisperer. Yay! Hi, Mark. How are you?
Guys, thank you for having me again, Sun Psychic Jean.
I really enjoy our Saturdays together. I look forward to it every month. And it's so generous of you to come over. And it's almost like you're coming over to my house, and we're going to explore and do some spiritual connecting together.
It is
Um,
like that. Yeah, feels like that.
Mhm, mhm. I remember on Saturdays, that's when I used to go to my shamanic energy healing, group, and we would go on Saturdays, and it was like my heart would just leap. Couldn't wait to get there, and couldn't wait to get that to be with like-minded people and to have that connection, just like we have here, and I think it's an amazing, um uh, fact that we're able to do this with everybody here in the chat and with each other, even though we're not in the same room.
Yeah,
Um, and
yeah.
to
Thank goodness for the internet for that kind of thing. I mean, that way, I know I'm not quite awake yet, so maybe I need some glasses. In that way, I'm so thrilled about the internet, because it does make us feel we are closer to one another, and we can um, sit in our rooms and be together with people from all over the planet. It's exciting.
That's true, all over the planet.
Yeah.
That is true. Wow.
And energetically, we're connecting with each other from heart to heart all over the planet. We're making that heart connection around and like mind, just wishing the highest good for all, however that pans out. And it's great. It's great. And doing this, on a regular basis, if nothing else, you make an appointment to, um, do your light work. And in a way, that's what this is. You know what I mean? It's like, um, it's kind of like probably why they even started churches in the beginning. It's sort of for community and gathering with like mind and trying to serve everyone. And that's what this feels like, although it's a little more love focused than the way religion went. Religion kind of got off, well, kind of, it really got off track. But on here, it just feels like we're all doing what, we're called to do. It feels great.
It does. It does. It's so very special. And Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, is here. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. Sherry will be on my channel tomorrow, and she will be on at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So I'm looking forward to that. We're also having a big surprise or a big get together for Mel. I think he hit 20,000 subscribers. How amazing is that? And Sherry's going to be hosting a wonderful get together for that. So, everybody, please. You know what? I don't know if I have the time for that. Um, um, yeah, I think it's at 5 p.m. Eastern. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Sherry. But I have it at 5 p.m. Eastern. I see Peacock Rainbow is here. Akila B. Hi, Akila. So nice to see you. Viviani is here. And Paula is here. Hi, Paula. Nice to see you. Deb K is here. Kelly Scarborough. And Book Bewitched is here. Did I say Viviani? Yeah, Viviani. And Rishi Laurie is here. Rishi, I have your question. Michelle Mybell is here. How nice. Nice to see you, Michelle. And Wiki is here. Hey, Wiki. Wiki is such an amazing resource. She is such a huge support to this entire community, not only to us when we're here doing our readings, but I see her on other shows helping out other readers. And I'm like, yay, Wiki.
Yes, I know. She's a sweetheart.
it's
Mickey,
um She's amazing. It's like she has all these resources right around her. Peacock Rainbow is here. Coyote Rosenbaum. Everybody is here. Thank you all for being here. So nice to see you. Wow, I don't think I can call out everybody's name. It just goes on and on. A joyful journey. I see everybody.
I love
Wow.
that name,
Wow.
Joyful Journey. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great name. I
Mm-hmm.
see a question from Kathy T. I don't know if you saw it on 1233.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Coyote Rosenbaum. Hi, what's a good name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know Mark is the Spirit Whisperer. Please go to his YouTube channel. Spirit Whisperer is his YouTube channel, and he has amazing content. He has many different shows going on. He's an animal whisperer and a channel for Dwell Cool and for a lot of ascended masters. He has a wealth of experience and background, and he is just purely comes from the heart, and his messages are just so profound and meaningful yet applicable to all of us here. So please do go over and subscribe.
Please do. And also, I'm the mother of dragons and the Khalees. No, yeah, please come up. That's a
You're the
game.
mother of dragons and what?
That's a Game of Thrones joke. And
Oh,
Khaleesi. No, but come on up because you start listing all your credits. Like on Game of Thrones, they would like have a 5 minute spiel of all the things the person was.
oh, nice.
The Queen
I
of the.
you know I am not a watcher. I don't. My
It was a
husband.
good show. It's pretty in your face, but I liked it. I thought I wouldn't. It was one of those shows I didn't start in the beginning, but once I started it, I became quickly addicted to it. It was really good. The acting and everything's really good.
I
Anyway,
can see how it can become addicting for sure. It's one of
gorgeous
those.
produced. Like all the production team is all on. Sometimes they all sync up, and every little aspect is like. And that's the way that show is.
Wow.
It was a while ago. It's over with now, but anyway.
Mhm, mhm, but I do hear that people, like, sort of, they, they sort of binge watch, is that what it's called? And it's on, like it goes on to,
HBO.
yeah, different platforms have it so that you can watch it or
Yeah,
something?
it's an HBO show, and you can still see the whole thing there. But it's 10, 8 seasons. So, 10 episodes a season about.
I'm more of a Downton Abbey kinda girl. I don't know. There's dragons and people
Yeah,
screaming.
but, it's like Downtown Abbey, only it's about, medieval times and stuff. But, it's that kind of a show, 10 episodes and lots of drama. And you get really involved in all the characters. It's probably a little more bloody than Downtown Abbey.
Exactly, exactly. You hit it right on the nail there. Right
Which
on the
normally I
nail.
don't like that, but I love fantasy stuff. Like if it's fantasy, I don't mind like the evil character. It's when it's real life that I don't like it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Donald Trump is like the real life villain, and I don't like it. But if he was on Game of Thrones and they were going to murder him, it would be okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's so much sounds like so much fun. I do know people that love that show, and I can understand the benefit of watching it, but it's just not really quite my thing.
No, I
So
get it.
Michelle is here, so let's go ahead and get started. My goal is trying to get started with the questions sooner, sooner, sooner. But
Yeah.
thank you, everybody, for being here. Michelle Maybell wants to know, my mini Aussie Miley is having seizures more and more often. How does she feel when the episodes happen? She comes out of them whining. Should I put her on meds? Wow. I don't know about, we can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do, but let's just see if there's something we can tune into for you, Michelle.
How old is Miley, Michelle? I'm just curious. Not that it helps me figure out maybe what's going on. Little seizures for our poor little Miley. She's a mini Aussie. She's only 3. Okay, that's pretty young.
Has she been scanned for the reason of what's causing it?
Yeah, it feels almost like electrical, which sounds weird, but like it's it's a lot. I think it takes her out. You were asking, she comes out of them whining. Yeah, it kind of you kind of leave your body during it a little bit. That's what I'm feeling. Blood work is normal. It feels like an electrical. And I'm not a doctor, so I always have to try to interpret things and like just a weird, just how they give me the pictures. But almost like where in the brain it doesn't connect, or it's like a short. That's what he's saying, like an electrical shortage. But it feels in the head, kind of. What's the electrical system in the body? I don't even know what that means.
I'm not sure.
Um,
A
have you,
brain electrical function, yes, that's what I feel as well,
yeah,
as what she said.
like brain thing. Yep. Um,
I just wonder if there's any type of a growth that is interfering with that part of the brain. If there's or if there's anything that is altering the natural. That's the first thing I felt, is that there may be something pressing on something that is causing this. Could even be like an abnormality of the actual skeletal. Um, but what do I know? Um,
I feel like it reminds me of like if a person had epilepsy or something. But it's not
mm,
quite that. Um, it's not quite that, but it's in that arena. Um, it takes stuff out of her. It does make her tired, and then she needs to probably lay down and relax, kind of recover. There's a bit of a recovery that happens afterwards. You said, like, how does she feel when she comes out of it? She feels tired. I do feel like there's some kind of. Let me see my pendulum 1 second. Some kind of medication, but you already had blood work, but I'm not sure that would show up in blood work, really. Um, is this okay? Yeah, it feels like medication might help, but I wonder, is this a long term, or will this kind of, can she grow out of this? Is what I'm wondering. I know that sounds weird, but for some reason I want to ask that. It does feel like it might not go on and on for me, that it might be like here today, gone tomorrow. Oh, they
so
did.
she said she was told that all thieves sometimes have it. It's genetic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I felt it was genetic too. I was getting that she was born with it. Um, but I do think there's medication, and medication was suggested when I'm ready, because that's what this card's talking about: clarity right under your nose. So they've already kind of mentioned that. I think the medication will help. It kind of well, it's the same way to help people that are can have that kind of a thing. But I think the medication will make it better. Look, you get the celebration card then. That's why I'm kind of getting, it's not the end for her. It can be managed, and she's going to go on with it for a while. But I think you can manage it. It is part of her soul's experience. Um, you know, just like people, sometimes we'll choose an illness, or to learn about not having an illness, if that makes sense to you. But that's kind of her choice. But I feel like she can get better. I do feel like the medication's a good thing. And also, I feel like she might kind of outgrow it as she gets older. Oh, and you just wrote that right when I said that. That's so weird. Um, yeah. Oh, there are side effects of the meds. Yeah. I'm not sure she have to have those meds all the time, forever and ever and ever. It feels more like right now, and that she might grow out of it. And the fact that you wrote that right when I said it, I was just talking about this when I was on with Terry, I think. This happens a lot when I'm doing readings. Words will come in my brain and I'll spew them out right when you write them. And a lot of times that synchronicity kind of means something to me, because a lot of times that's the way spirit will work, so that you can recognize it a little more, And so a lot of times if that happens, I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's probably a good idea. Or there is a strong possibility she can grow out of this. That's kind of why I was wondering how old she was. But what else? Are you hearing anything else, Gene? I'm sorry, I kind of went crazy on that one. But
No, no, you didn't go crazy at all. It's your wheelhouse. And so what I was just picking up is that nothing like you would at least you would try it. You give it the meds a try and see how it works and see how she responds to it. It may take a while for it to take effect. And it's worth a try. I believe, just to get her past these. I'm not sure, how often does it happen? Does it happen every 6 months, or does it happen every other day? I think the severity and the frequency and how lethargic, or how she, her behavior after the seizure may also indicate whether or not you'd like to bring in. There's so many different factors and unknown possibilities there. Oh, Pan's coming in.
who's coming in?
Pan.
Oh yeah. Well, because all of a sudden he's telling me there was a siren going off at the same time. She had it in the second one in October, then in November. Right. He's doing a little bit of energy work with her right in the head, and he tells me this kind of thing can fix itself, and that we can assist it. It's almost like the picture I'm seeing. It's like a little bit of a frayed wire or something, but it can kind of mend, I feel. So we're going to imagine it with a lot of, he's telling me, gold light around it, almost like soldering it. Like you soldered wires together or something. He's doing that with it, trying to mend it. Again, he's telling me this doesn't have to be a lifelong thing, and that it can be mended. The medicine can help, but he's not saying it's forever. It's more of a temporary fix, and I would think not a real high dosage. Seems like it to be a smaller dosage if they offer different things like that. But Michelle, even if you sit with her, and even if she don't want to sit with you, if you just sit quietly and imagine your hands around her head and golden light, really working on her brain, all around her brain, but one wire might come to mind, and you're kind of soldering it together, visualizing it. There we go. And even if you do that a couple minutes, that will assist in the healing. She likes it. She's not looking to use this to take her to the other side. She wants to get through this. That's a part of the lesson. She wants to, yes, light work. That's right, sweetie. She wants to get through this together with you, to where you look back on it and go, wow, that was so scary, but we got through it and we got to the other side of it. That's, I just got goosebumps all over my whole entire body. So anyway, okay. Yeah, sweetie, do that little visualization.
So it's interesting that she had one seizure a year ago, and then just the second one was in October. So
Right.
Perhaps that's what the vet meant when they said that the medication is available when you're ready. But you were with her majority of the time, Michelle, and trust your instincts, trust your guidance, and this beautiful healing that Mark has demonstrated for you can be done um, over and over, right, Mark? She can
Yeah,
do this repeatedly with her.
right. And you might work with that and then wait to see if she has another one before you go the route of medicine, because you might be able to mend it. He keeps telling me it's mendable. What do I know? But that's what I would do. Work on it that way, and see what happens. And just watch her. Um, she feels really loved and everything. Um, she knows her mama watches her and takes care of her. So I feel pretty good about it, actually.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Michelle, and all the best to Miley.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you very much. So happy to be Max's mom is here. Hi, happy. So they would like to a message on what's important for happy to know right now. Let's just get a general message in. Um,
Let's see here. What cards are going to come through? What you doing, Buttercup? Did you want to say hi? There you go. You can say hello today.
yeah,
You're my baby. You gonna go play?
I wish I'm not sure how I could do it, but when we take the question down, our names come up. And I think that, Mark, it's important for when we have the question up all the time, sometimes people don't know who's here, if that makes any sense. So it's Mark, the Spirit Whisperer, and
Oh,
we should have it like up here somewhere. I'm going to see if I can try and make something where you can print it above so that when our little names go away, it's still showing up. Sorry, guys, it was just a little background that I was looking at. What's important for Happy to be Max's mom to know? What is
what a cool name for a person, Coyote. I love that. Somebody said that's her grandson's name, Coyote. I'm still looking, Happy. I didn't forget you. I'm just trying to see what they want to say. Jean's probably gonna go first.
I'm just picking up some information about that they that what they want to what's important for you to know is to be creative. Um, it's really really not just therapeutic, not just a a way for your soul to express itself. It really is. It helps us to connect with our spiritual side, with our authentic self. Be creative in any way that you feel um, is in your bliss. Like if you like writing, then do writing. If you like painting, do painting. If you like coloring, do coloring. If you like planting, do planting. Whatever the creativity and action for you to be creative, just to keep creating. Um, Even if it's like a YouTube, just whatever it is that you're creating, continue to do this. And they want you to focus on this. And it's it'll serve you in many different ways, is what I'm getting. How about you, Mark?
Um, well, they're kind of giving me a message for like right now, not like super in the future or anything. And it also seems to be one that sort of will resonate with all of us, probably. Uh, but so right now, it's going to be kind of a busy time for you. I think you sort of spearhead the holidays kind of a thing. And I don't know, you can tell me if this is off base, but it felt like, the holidays are important. You like them. And you're kind of busy holiday time. This is a busy time where you're getting in there. There you're on the reindeer. You're coming through, um, cutting away the weeds, getting things set up, decorating, preparing food, whatever it is, because family is really important to you. We got this 10 of Cups. Look, we're all together, rejoicing in our love and togetherness, and that's the focus for you, but also for all of us at this time of year. Whether you're religious or anything like that, just winter solstice, this season promotes love. There you go. And that you're really focused on that, and that's important to you. I think you're going to be busy. I don't know, you're having the family over or something, but it's a time for celebration. We also get this fun, celebration, family. That's what I'm hearing. And that's probably going to be your focus for the next few weeks. And just in that and living in that and enjoying it, um, enjoying having the family over, enjoying putting up a tree or whatever you do, have the or shopping or wrapping. I've been busy wrapping stuff and make that fun and everything, because in that um, love, joyful giving and receiving of this season, that you get a big gift from that. Here's the Page of Wands.
Wow.
It's a gift to you in your giving to others, and it's something I feel like happy. I don't know you. It's the first time I review that you. You love that anyway. So just really get into that whole energy of love that's here. It's kind of like being reminded once a year that love was born on this earth. That's where it comes from. And we kind of acknowledge it and become one with it at this time of year. And I don't know, that's what they're talking about for you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, thank you. Happy to be Max's mom.
Yep.
So fun. Really fun. And welcome to Bright Shiny Ray. She says, hello, Jean, and all y'all on this side. Happy to find you today. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Shiny
Um,
Ray. I bet she's doing something, knitting or making something. She's great at doing creative projects. I love that
oh,
creative energy.
did she respond? Did I miss something?
No, Bright Shiny Ray. No, I just know her.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. I see.
and she's usually always busily doing something good and fun and active and creative and everything. But then she
Wow.
listens, at the same time. Working on a Christmas quilt. See, I know she's about doing something fun.
Love that. I love that.
Creative energy, sweetie.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
You know what I've been doing creatively? I've been crystallizing things. So putting a ton of crystals. It's sort of like painting by number, but you're crystalling by number. And then when you're done, you have this gorgeous colored crystalled picture. It's really great. I love it.
That's amazing. I love those.
Yeah.
I love those.
I have to have
I
like a giant magnifying glass because it's so teeny tiny.
I know, but I don't know that you would have to have a steady hand.
It's fun. No, I like it. It's really gorgeous too. And plus, anything sparkly, give it to me. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. So next we have Kathy T. And Kathy says, may I have a message from Spirit? Okay, very good. Did you need something any more specific there,
Well, I
Mark?
always like the more specific, the better for me. But, I can just ask, what do they want to talk about? Like, a general question tends to get a general answer. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy T. Oh, career and finances, she said, would be a good thing. Kathy T said.
So I see an inchworm, and I see an inchworm moving towards the base of a tree. and I see the inchworm looking up at the tree, and there is this monumentous structure right in front of them. And they feel as though all they can do is move inch by inch. And what they don't realize is that they will eventually, it, well, this inchworms don't do this, but they're just showing me that this inchworm turns into a butterfly, and it grows wings and has an ability to um, conquer this huge monumental structure in front of them. That it's not the size, but the creativity and the ingenuity and the um, ability to think outside of the box and not just rely on the what you've always relied on previously, but to open up the possibilities and to welcome um, new ideas. Change your perspective. Take yourself outside of the box. Follow your dreams, is what they're saying as well. I don't know if there's something that you've always dreamt of, or if there's a dream, or if there's a desire, or if there's something that you're working towards that just seems uh, quite large and overwhelming. They just want you to think outside of the box and try not to put limitations on your physical um, limitations there. That's what I was getting.
Yep. I'm resonating with all that. Um, I can hear all that too. As you're saying it, I go, Hi, Kathy. I don't think I know you. I don't think I've ever you, but always check with your own discernment. If this whatever I say resonates with you or not. It does feel like that. It's time to move on into a different way of service work. You mentioned a little bit about career and work. I feel like what you've been doing up to now is not quite resonating as much as it could with your heart. And what Jean was saying, kind of bust out of the box, follow your heart, what you really like to do, and choose that as a way of being service and making a living and all that. You kind of want that to come together as one, instead of here's work and here's what I love, and they're not quite going together. So on some ways that feels like it's not being as satisfying as you would like it to be. But what's in the future is the sun, and that's really a very super positive card, about that there is this perfect opportunity for you. So again, what Jean was saying, let's focus in on this new thing and take some time, stop and reflect, choose, kind of stop and align your mind, your heart, and your solar plexus all together, because you can have that, right? You don't have to settle for less, really. And as you take a moment, it doesn't have to be weeks, just a moment, even just to sit quietly and look specifically at what would make you happy, and how you would like, how being of service serves you and you like to do it. It's a service you like doing. Because after you focus on it, here it comes. It's right there ready. The chariot. It's ready to roll up on you. Right. So it does feel like you're going through a big change, kind of leaving something that's not as satisfying as you'd like it to be and moving into that which satisfies you more. That's great. So that's the message they're giving you.
Wonderful. I love your cards there, Mark. They're just so playful. What is the name of that deck that you're using?
This one is the winter. Well, it's the regular tarot, but it's called one's called Santa's Helpers, and one's just called the Winter Wait. I have two of them. They're really great, though. I'll send you the place because there's you have to go to it's They're in England,
Oh my.
but I have the address, and they make really beautiful cards. But these are two of their winter decks, and I love them.
Wow.
The other
Wow.
one has a lot of Santa in it and stuff, but they're just beautiful anyway, and they're big. I like big cards too, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to see as well. Well, thank you, Kathy T, for your question and all the best to you. Um, okay. So let's see who's next here. Okay. Christine Raposa is here. Hi, Christine. So nice to see you. Um, she wants to know, can you tell me why Princess keeps attacking Maggie? They're both cats.
Yeah,
Princess is a kitten and Maggie is 10 years. I I just right off the bat it sounds like she's being playful, but um
it's
let's
learning. It's learning and teaching. It's not as dramatic as they make it look. That's part of the teaching is to be dramatic and um, maybe yowl and smack, but it is like playing, but also teaching the older cat and the little cat. Kitten is full of little kitten, crazy kitten energy, like a baby. And, sometimes the baby goes too far and you have to go, you know, stop and reprimand. So a lot of that's going on.
Yep.
But
Yep. I
yeah, go
yep.
ahead, sweetie.
I was just going to say I think that is I think it's a not necessarily a spiritual thing, but you know, a perspective to gain that insight would be the best thing. Is there anything that she can do to change that or change the behavior or to stop it? Or is this something that will eventually die down? I feel, right?
It will. You can tell them, the kittens, to take it easy, that you don't like it that much. But, um, they're doing it to Maggie because she's the queen, but not the older cat. See, both kittens attacking Maggie. Right. They're testing her. She's like the queen energy, and they're testing her. They're seeing just how far can we go? Flexibility, stretching your limits. Can I bop you in the nose and will you bop me back? Or can I hiss and spit? They're learning how to be cats. Um, it's sort of, yeah, I'm not feeling bad about it. Um, she's the queen, they think, and they're testing it. And she might act like she doesn't like it, but that's all part of the thing. Now you can say, dial it down. You guys are going. Yesterday I had to do that because two of my cats were fighting between the glass door, one on one side and one on the other, and just yowling to the heavens like that they were being murdered. To when I come in there, there's glass in between them. They can't even. I had to go, okay, now that's enough. And then they both went to their separate corners. So, you can step in and say, children,
Yeah. Yeah.
take it down a notch because you're still the boss. But, I wouldn't worry about too much, sweetie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cat shenanigans.
I feel she's going to grow, or the kitten's going to grow out of it
Yeah,
eventually anyway, and learn her way. And thank you very much for that wonderful insight, Mark. I really appreciate that.
they're
Yeah.
going to like Maggie in the end.
And thank you very much, Kathy T, for your super sticker. That was very generous of you. We appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay. Let's see who's next. Um, and Christine, that was such a cute question. I just had to take it. I just love it. Okay, this is something a little bit different. Hi, Ness. Nice to see you. So she said, any hit about her drawings or sketches on her writing project? I have a lot of grief that I'm not making progress on this fast enough. I finished 57 drawings out of 140. Wow. 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 Let's see. is Ness is Ness on target with her timing for her sketches? Is Ness on no? Is it can Ness schedule her drawings a little bit more of um, a regular schedule for her drawings? Is it timing or scheduling? No. Is it her inspiration that is, yeah. I feel as though you're not feeling the inspiration like you would like to, and that it comes and goes, your inspiration, in order to do your drawings. And this is what may be slowing you down. And I feel as though that the drawings require the inspiration, that the drawings may not be, you can't just push those out as a machine, or unless you're replicating something or drawing a diagram of some sort. But what my instincts are saying is that it's more of an inspirational type of a drawing to complement whatever the writings are. And let me just see. Is Ness is I feel as though it's not scheduling, it's not timing, it's allowing yourself to relax into it, allowing yourself to allow this inspiration to come in. It's almost like you're putting a lot of pressure on it, and that's what's keeping it at bay. If you just relax and say, whenever it happens, and then allow that flow to begin organically. What are you getting, if anything, Mark?
Almost word for word what you just said. So that, I mean, literally in my brain, I could almost like just talk with you in unison during that, because that happens to us quite a bit, Gene, where we get in sync like that. And I might talk to you about this already, Ness. I don't know. I can't remember if it was you I talked to or another person, but it probably was you. You're putting the pressure on yourself. It's not necessary. There's not a time schedule. I mean, there is and there isn't. You're doing fine. So get off your own back, number one. It is a process. Like you're saying, I have a lot of grief. So you're processing that at the same time. So sometimes you think, I need to be drawing 4 pictures today. And you don't. That's because you weren't supposed to today. So that time, you're getting back in your pocket. You're processing some more of that. So it's not the time to draw. It's the time to process. Then, here comes that next inspiration, that next thought, ready to go into, in this case, a picture or whatever. Isn't that perfect, though? Manifest from thought to form. So those thinking times, that stopping time, is as important as the going time. So, sometimes you need that pause. In any creation, really, it's important. We'll get like, I got to do the next one. I got to do the next one. And sometimes, well, no, stop a minute, so that's all just like, it's give and take. Sometimes you're drawing, sometimes you're relaxing and taking the inspiration in, and then sometimes you're putting it out into form. I still get that it's going along the way it's supposed to be. Again, they want to say, give yourself a break. You're too hard on yourself about it. You're being like too much of a taskmaster. Now, that's good to a point. And I like it because, you want to keep on it. You have your goals and you're setting that's always good to have those goals and everything. But sometimes you just toss all that away and you just go in the moment. With all your great plans, some days the universe goes, hey, how about we just sit down today? Toss the plans and let's just. So, flexibility. Kind of be flexible and willing to kind of go with the flow. That's something you learn to do better as you practice it. Going with the flow is like, sounds great, but it's not always as easy as you would like it to be, because we're not really raised to be go with the flow kinds of people. So, you have to sort of choose it and do it on you have to, I'm choosing go with the flow today. It's sort of like a intention. But you're hardest on yourself, my dearest. It's going good, I think. Spirit's working with you. So
Yeah. Yeah, give yourself credit for the 57 drawings that you have completed, and allow yourself that ebb and flow time. There's many different reasons for inspiration and energetic initiation of these things. And I don't know if you're on a time frame or a deadline of any sort, but yeah, I think that yeah.
Yeah. But what was I going to say? And remember that downtime is just as important, just as important to the creative process as the uptime. It is. It's the balance. You need the balance, the down and the up, both. So don't try to judge. Oh, I don't feel as inspired as I was yesterday, so maybe today's a better day or worse day. No, today was the day to be a hangman for a minute and contemplate. You know what I mean? So don't try to say, well, this is bad and this is good. This is more creative. And it's not really. It all goes together. That's what they're telling you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Ness, for your question. And I have Craig Dixon next. I see him in the chat there, and he's saying, my aunt is having many problems. She wants a trip to the Navajo reservation for prayers. Will she contact me? I'll help her. So, Craig, if you could let us know, you're saying she wants a trip to the Navajo. You'll help her with the trip or with the prayers? My aunt.
Having many problems. She wants a trip.
Yeah. Let me just see. And let me know what your aunt's first name is. Will she contact me? Will Craig Dixon's aunt contact Craig? I don't think she knows that you're available to help her. I don't know that she knows that you are willing to help her. Will Craig Dixon's aunt, she won't contact you on her own. You may want to reach out to her. I'm not sure how you found out that she wants a trip to the Navajo reservation, but I want a trip to the Navajo reservation for prayers. I mean, that would be so okay. Her name is Caroline, and yes to both. So yes, she
I feel like the same thing Jean's saying. I feel like, Craig, you might have to make the suggestion. I don't think she'll ask you. Oh, she came by your house. Yeah, I don't know if she would feel good about asking you outright. Now I think if you offered it and maybe even let's go together, would you like to come with me? I've been thinking about going to the Navajo reservation for prayers. Do you want to come? Like that kind of thing, and just offer it. And it's not like, I needed to give this to you because you're so needy, you need it so bad. It's more that, hey, why don't we go do this together? And in a way, you're serving her. And of course, she'll realize that. But I feel like it is a good idea. And
you can't control what other people decide to do or not to do. He's saying that his cousin Loretta gets in the way, and it's important for you to only be the one there to make the offer and to extend the option and allow for your aunt to make the decision that's best for her. Whether or not you concede something different, it's important to allow whatever decisions that your aunt feels is best, whether it's Loretta getting in the way or not. It's up. The final decision would be up to your aunt, Caroline, and you can just pray for her to see clarity and understand the situation with but what's most important, Craig, is it's important for you to be okay with whatever she decides, because it's her journey. And whether you know that it may not be, have, it could have been better for her if she did. If she doesn't, it's still okay. It's not whether or not you achieved, or if you failed, or if you didn't do this or didn't do that, or what if that, it's not any circumstances that you could change. And your Aunt Caroline may be feeling this, that it, you know, she just may be feeling that she may not want to do too much right now, that she really just leave well enough alone. Um, who knows? Who knows? But what's important is that you're okay with whatever she decides, and that whatever she decides is what is meant to be. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
see, Greg, you say that you go every 3 to 4 months. Yeah, I'm really getting that feeling of, hey, Auntie, you want to come with me? Kind of a thing. And, it really strengthens your relationship with her. Um, you know, it's something that will really benefit her. Maybe she would never have done without you taking her along and stuff. But I think she's going to enjoy it, and it'll be quite a eye-opening, like one of those experiences that she carries along with her um, forever more. And so I just finally get the fool for you, which is, let's. It kind of tells me, let's let's act on that inspiration of yours. Um, that you think this might be a good thing for her, this healing with the Navajos. So take the leap, take the walk, and we'll be there to help you, support you and help you along. Of course, you know your own guides. I was just going to say Claire right then. And of course, you're right. Claire loves the reservation. I was going to say, and of course, Claire's going to go too. So, anyway, I like the idea. I think it's a way you can share your awareness with your aunt and open her up in some ways. It'll be different than you, but it's a good thing anyway.
Yeah, just let her know it's not going to hurt anything, but it could definitely help the situation.
Right.
You know, she may be already sort of, she may be already writing the ending without even trying. So, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Thanks,
sort of
Greg.
lost her way. Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, people, you can't control what other people do or don't do. You just, be there for them, to support them in any way that we can, and to make sure that you take care of yourself throughout the process there, Craig.
All right.
That's most important. All right. So I see Paula here. Hi, Paula. Let me see. Um, Okay, so Paula says, would love to hear a message from my spirit guides and ancestors to guide me in my path ahead. I feel as though they want you to become clear on your goals, on your path, on your desires, on the outcome that you would like to pursue, your dreams. I feel as though there are conflicting type of energies. Um, like you, I'm not sure. There's it's almost like you want to have a farm and take care of animals, and then you want to go on vacations and be away all the time. Like, it's hard to do both. And there's two goals, and they're both dreams, and you could possibly, but so they're saying that there's something conflicting. Like, you want to go here, you have this vision here, but this over here, you're sort of acting towards. There's something that's conflicting, something that is not a clear path, and um, so they just want you to become a little more crystal on your intentions and focus, and perhaps work on one item at a time until you build up that momentum towards this goal. And sometimes these distractions are outside of our control, like whether it's family, children, elderly parents, whatever this might be. There is just something else that's distracting you, and it's trust in the divine timing of this. How about you, Mark? What are you getting?
Um, well, the first thing I heard and saw, and I agree with what Gene was saying again. Um, I don't know. It's like we get into that stream or something because a lot of times you'll say exactly what I'm hearing in my head. So it's very interesting for me to be a part of that. It's like I'm in the same stream or something, seeing what you're seeing. Anyway, the first thing that came to my mind though was the magician. So uh, that means it's time for the magician in your life. And that means taking your own power and being the magician. So rather than kind of leaving it all up to the everything else, be more proactive and choose. So on some level, I feel like you're at a crossroads and at a time to move forward, and you're kind of looking, do I go this way or do I go that way? Gene was just saying that too a little bit. There's kind of two paths. Which one do I choose? Oh, I don't know. But they want you to be more, choose it and make it happen rather than leaving it up to chance kind of. So be more proactive. Start working with your spirit team consciously and specifically, with intention. So we're talking a little bit about service, job, work, um, that kind of thing. And you're moving into that, but they want you to be more specific. It's like this. If I could have it the way I wanted it, how would that be? Start looking at that. And, universe, this is the area I'm looking at creating or creating from. This or that which is better for me and everyone concerned. So they still need you to have a this, and then they can go from there and create that or that which is better. So they want you to be a little bit more, and I think that's what Gene was talking about too. So then when you come to the table with your spirit guides, this is the Three of Pentacles. That's my cute little raccoon deck. You see, you got your plans in your hand. So then when you talk to the spiritual wise ones and your helpmates, you have something to show them. This, and this. That's kind of what I'm hearing as far as guidance. So they're ready to work with you. They kind of want to let's take it up a notch and let's be a little more intending and specific. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So as you were saying that, Mark, I was also picking up some energy around that you may not be sure which way is the right way for you. It's almost like you have multiple interests and you just don't know which one to choose first. And they're telling me it's okay to not know which one to go first. Just go with the one that is most accessible for you to go with at this point. And if you are meant to be redirected, it will be put into your path. It's important for you to choose one because this indecision and this inability to take action is they are unable to work with that, and they need you to move forward and take action in order for them to help to manifest and put things in your path or confirm it, or if you do choose, let's say you want to take a tarot class or something, I don't know, and the tarot class is canceled, or you can't, or your computer doesn't work when you do it. Well, now you know you should have taken the crystal class. And when you take the crystal class, so many things fall into your lap, and somebody gives you a crystal, and you see crystals everywhere. You find crystals outside. Like, there'll be signs for you to continue doing the whatever it is that you choose, or there'll be signs for you that will be telling you, perhaps, I should, or not that you should have, that is now it's time to choose the other one. But trust that moving forward and taking action is always a good thing to do, in the sense that the guides can assist you with this, but the indecision and the inactivity and the analysis paralysis is really difficult for spirit to work with us in that. It's not a fun place to be in. I understand that, Paula. So I hope
Yeah,
that helps
and
you.
all that you just said, it was one card I drew that I didn't show, and of course now you just talked all about it. But it was the Two of Wands. See him there? He's got like, oh, this, if I choose this one, look at all these bubble gums I get. And then if I choose that one, oh, there's plenty of toilet paper and everything. So both are good for me. I like the toilet paper. I like the candies. There's one in this hand and one in that hand. Which do I go for? Which do I go for? Now, you can have both interests, and both things can support one another, but you still want to move forward. You kind of don't want to just stand there on the doorstep. Go ahead and walk with both of them if you want to. A lot of my life, I've had to do two things at once. I don't say that that's everybody's thing, but I've always been kind of have my hands in a couple things at the same time, going, and that just works for me. I don't know why, but it always has been that way. I need to do both things, and sometimes that's nerve wracking. I wish I didn't, but I do that. So what one can support the other. It doesn't mean you have to throw the bubble gums away in order to have toilet paper, or throw toilet paper in a bubble gum. You can have both, but let's just move forward. Go on down. The path is there, so go on. And that's the other thing is when you make a choice and you say this or that which is better, there's that little fear that, oh no, if I say that, they're going to take away the thing I love. That's not true. You will have the thing you love. They'll just fashion it in a way that serves everyone to their highest. They don't want you to give away your bubble gums. They know you love those. So you're going to have those. But we're going to move forward. We're going to walk on it. We're not just going to stay in our hopes and dreams. We're moving into action. That's kind of what they're trying to get you to do. And don't worry. You get to take all the stuff you love with you. You don't, when I decided I was going to be a zookeeper, because Spirit's telling me, and here we go, even though I thought it wasn't impossible, and all of a sudden, well, you're going to be one. And I wanted to be an actor. And then I thought, well, does that mean I have to throw that away? Because I really like that a lot, and I don't necessarily want to lose that. But in the end, my prayer was, well, however I can be of most service, okay, if that means let's go, or let that go. But Pam was like saying, well, Mark, you're not going to lose that. We're just saying follow this because this is what's here right now. And then lo and behold, I did all kinds of acting while I was an animal keeper.
Wow.
I did more theater than I'd ever done in my life while I was an animal keeper. I took acting to the zoo and did like programs and stuff. I acted in the animal show with so there was that fear that, oh no, I'll just have to. No, and Spirit told me that because I was still a little bit fearful. But I hope that helps in a way. I'm always guided to share my own stupid story in a way to help others. But you don't gotta throw away the bubble gums in order to have the other thing.
That is so cute. Yeah, that's really, really important. Thank you so much, Paula, and all the best to you. And we know that whatever choice you make, that it will lead you to on your path. It'll definitely lead you on your path for sure. So I just want to say thank you to Ness. Ness sent a PayPal of 555. Thank you very much, Ness, for supporting this channel and supporting this show. We really appreciate your generosity. And she sent 555 to Mark too. Oh
And
my
Ness
gosh.
is so good at that. She always sends me a return whenever I do a reading for her, always. And it's so kind and loving. And it's that return flow you receive and you give, So, and that's
Very much
always so good at.
appreciated. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ness. We appreciate that. So Constance is here and she says, Hi, we're under a threat of a big tornado. I'm in a safe place, but curious how this will affect many places. It will go through or by West Tennessee. My gosh, it's such an odd time of year for a tornado, is it not?
Yeah, it
Mark,
is.
is this something you
It is, but the weather patterns are so bizarre. Things are happening when they don't usually. And of course, Tennessee is close to me. Let me see if I feel anything. Have you worked with Joan yet, Jean? Wisdom Seeker Joan?
have I worked with her?
Yes,
Yes.
I thought so. I was having a mental lapse, and I was just, hi, Wisdom Seeker Joan.
Oh, she's here now?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't. I'm looking. I'm stuck back up.
remind you about.
Oh, hi, Joan. So nice to see you. Yes.
Hi, sweetie.
Thank you for stopping by. Nice to see you. Yeah, Joan and I and Terry Suzuki have a regular Monday night gig.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys are all three. Yeah, and I love Terry too.
I thought that was random. Sorry, you guys. I
Talking
was
about Joan.
I'm not at the bottom of the chat. I'm still up where Constance was. I was watching this. Um, it's important because the weather is so unpredictable and that these weather changes. And even though it's not the time of year for a tornado, it's important to take, the cautions seriously. Is this tornado warning going to result in some destruction? It looks like there's going to be some destruction. Will it topple buildings or lay over trees? Will it topple? No, it doesn't look like it'll topple buildings or lay over trees. Will it create? Will it affect structural damage and yeah, like roofs and gutters and lawn furniture and stuff like that? So there is a degree of destruction that's going to come through, and it's going to be almost like a wind shear. I'm not sure. More than a tornado is what I'm seeing is like a really strong push, is what I'm feeling. But I don't feel that it's going to topple buildings or trees or anything. I think it's just going to be, like the debris kind of damage. How about you, Mark?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a huge disaster. Like nobody likes tornado in any way, shape, or form. I don't think it's going to touch down for like a long, like last year. I remember they touched down and went like for miles on the ground where they were just, because it'll go up and down. So I feel like it's not going to actually be on the ground for long periods. So there will be wind damage, but it doesn't feel like wiping out trailer parks and stuff. For whatever reason, tornadoes love to wipe out trailer parks. But I don't feel that with this one. I feel like Pam keeps saying, yeah, there was some wind, but it's more, if we were going to look at damage in the area, it'd be more about water. That's what I'm hearing. So, like maybe there's flooding that's coming. That might be a little bit more worrisome than this tornado. That's what I'm hearing. But we'll see. But if you get up, go to a safe place and stuff like you're supposed to, because that's so unpredictable. But I'm not feeling a real big, oh no, that was horrifying and it just killed a lot of people and stuff. I don't feel that.
So forgive me, but does Kentucky border Tennessee? Kentucky is above Tennessee, right? It borders the north end of Tennessee.
Right, we share.
So,
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
are you Southern Kentucky, Northern Kentucky? Where are you?
I'm northeastern, so up at the
Okay.
yeah. But we get tornadoes. Tornadoes come through this area and everything, or just huge wind. But we'll have tornado warnings. Ugh, I don't like them. So I moved from earthquakes into tornadoes. uh, yeah, but I keep feeling, and hopefully I'm wrong, but that this winter there's a lot of water for some reason. I just keep feeling water, 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 and that could be snow, but the water element seems to be more worrisome. Even with hurricane energy, there's still wind and wind damage, but it feels like the water is even more problematic.
Mm,
But we'll see. Yeah.
yeah. Well, keep us posted, Constance, and stay safe. Thanks for letting us know. Um, so, Vicky, I see Vicky here. She says, I would love a reading of time in California. You have pneumonia? And she says, Pat's sister in the hospital with pneumonia. Larry and I are fighting and don't know what to do. What part don't you know what to do with? Is it Pat's sister that you don't know what to do, or about you that you don't know what to do? But in either case, that when as I was reading this question, Vicky, I felt as though that Pat's sister is getting the care that she needs, and that she'll eventually come out of it or come through, recover from this. Um, and there is a lot of this going around. But if she's in the hospital, um, I feel as though she's getting the best care that she can. I'm not sure which part you're fighting that you don't know what to do. Oh, you guys both feel awful with pneumonia? Well, I would see your doctor or go to the urgent care for sure. If it depends, everybody tolerates this pneumonia differently, and I had a really serious bout of it. I didn't go to the doctor and get diagnosed, but I could definitely feel the fluid in my lungs. Um, and it was persistent, and it would feel like it was going away, and then it would come back. It would feel like it was going away and then come back. But okay, just me already did. Yeah, go to the doctor in the urgent care. Yeah. Okay. I think so about Pat. Yes, I think so. Yeah, you think she's going to come through it as well. Yeah. Um,
I have
mm.
defocal pneumonia.
What are you picking up, Mark?
Well, that question confused me a little bit because I don't know Vicky. I don't think. Do I, Vicky? I got a little confused. Like, I don't know who Larry is. I don't know who Pat is. So Pat's sister's in the hospital. Who's Pat? And what's the sister's name? See, I'm a little bit confused. And like, Larry and you are fighting. You're not fighting with each other. You're fighting pneumonia. See, I'm a little confused about the question. I feel like the one in the hospital, which is Pat's sister, needs to be there. It's pretty. It's pretty serious. You guys need to take it easy. Rest. Don't push it because you're all kind of a little bit vulnerable right now with that going around. The one in the hospital is not doing that great. I don't feel like. I don't know whose name that is. Um, yeah, I think you guys are going to be okay. Just need to watch yourself, rest, don't push it. You might need to rest, for several days. Like just really, okay, we're sick, we're laying down, kind of a thing. But I don't think you're going to have to go to the hospital or anything like that. It doesn't feel like. I don't know. Are you getting something else, Jean?
I felt as though Pat was getting the care that she needed, the sister in the hospital, and I feel as though Vicky, you went to urgent care, and as long as you are staying in contact with your doctor or the medical specialists, it's quite nasty. And there is this thing called the healing broth. And if you look up the medical medium, he has something called a healing broth that you sort of steep or simmer vegetables, and it's the ginger, it's the garlic, it's the onion, it's the carrot, all of these really intense anti-inflammatory type of vegetables, and just simmer them and then just drink the broth. Don't eat the vegetables, just drink the broth. And I put like a little bit of bouillon in it, like I like to zhuzh it up, and I drink this. I drank it like every morning instead of a cup of coffee or tea. I drank this broth. It's a healing broth, and it really helped to soothe so much in my chest and in my airways. And it also helps to boost your immune system. And I ate everything with garlic and onion in it. My poor husband, I was walking around with ginger and stinky stuff. But I'm letting you know these natural remedies help to boost your own natural immune system while you're going through the care that the doctor is also giving you. So,
Yep.
yeah, she's been to the ER twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as they're still releasing you, Vicky, and I know it does. It comes back with a vengeance.
And
Yeah.
lay down, Vicky. Don't push it. You just need to lay down and rest. It's like, okay, they've got me on meds. I've had to go. So, it's time to sit down and have somebody bring you some soup and take care of you in the night of cups. Here you go, hon. I'm bringing you a little cup of dinner or something to drink. Have somebody take care of you for a while. Lay down and take care of yourself because you don't want to end up in the hospital. I'm not saying you're going to, but it is a time to lay down and take care of yourself. And so you can get back up and, page your sword. You'll be back up and running again soon if you take care of yourself. Go ahead, get under the blankets, snuggle up, have some soups, like you were when you kid. I don't feel good. Go ahead and go the whole thing. Go there. And then you'll get better. But you need to rest so that the medicine can help you and all that stuff. You don't want to get to the point to your relative because they're kind of struggling a little bit, I feel like. One member of the family, it's kind of going through there, has really got it kind of good there. So you don't want to go there. So, just take care of yourself, sweetie. Be lazy for the next few days.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Thank you, Vicky, and all the best. We're sending you all lots of love and healing energy towards you and your family. And please do be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, and take good care of yourself. Um, yeah, I was, it's, it was quite the ordeal for sure. And it keeps coming back. It's almost like there's not a 2 day or a 3 day or a 7 day. It was longer. It was much longer. So you really do need to rest. And you think you're getting enough rest, well, rest some more. Yeah, as much as you can. So I see Crystal here. Crystal, hi, nice to see you. Will me and Jay reconnect? Or will she connect with her ex husband, Johnny? Let me see. Crystal?
Ex-husband or Jay? Johnny or Jay? She likes the J boys. Johnny or Jay? Johnny or Jay?
Well, you will always love your ex-husband, Johnny. Your ex-husband, Johnny, will always be the love of your life, and that will never change. But your ability to hmm, complement one another is it's almost like you sort of push each other's buttons, and it kind of gets in the way. Um, but it doesn't mean you won't choose that. It just means, but you do love him, and you always will love him. He is the love of your life. And for this, you want to kind of give it another try because you feel as though that's the love of my life. I know that I'll never have a love like that again, and this is why you want to go back. But you don't. Somehow your memory is wiped about how he can push your buttons, and it's almost like now that you have PTSD from all of the perhaps conflicts that you had in the past. If it would come up again, if you would reunite with Johnny again and he would push your buttons again, it almost would be like over the top, the reaction or the effect on you because you've been through it so much. I don't know. I mean, Johnny does love you. You love him. You guys, he is the love of your life and always will be. But it's very difficult for you to be together because of that sort of fiery spark. I'm not sure if you both are fire signs or if you both are, you're very much alike, I think. But yeah. So let me see about this Jay. Is this Crystal and Jay? Is Crystal? I think that um, it's important for Jay to be uh, complimentary in the sense that a companion. But I don't. I'm not sure if you'll be looking for the love and the passion and the excitement that you and Johnny had. But you had that because you guys are both fire energies. Oh, sorry, I did that yesterday too. I left myself small for that. But what are you getting there, Mark?
Hi, Crystal. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be what you want me to tell you. I'm not sure either one of them's the one at this point.
Right.
It feels like, on some way, you feel like, hi, Crystal, I love you, sweetie. You have to, now I'm interpreting these cards the way I'm hearing it. It's not necessarily what the cards mean. This is the Six of Pentacles. On some level, you feel like, well, I need to depend on the kindness of strangers. I'm limited. This is like that charity card sometimes. Well, these are my choices, and that's what I have. So here you are, and I have these two to choose from. Is that one better or is that one better? And what I'm hearing Spirit say, well, could we just look over their heads? The world is your oyster, and you need to expand your horizons and go ahead and look in the bigger pool. There's someone else out there for you, and it's not one of these, I don't think. Now, that doesn't mean you won't have an ongoing relationship with your ex-husband and stuff. I do agree with that. But I'm not sure you're going to be married again. Anything's possible. I'm not, I'm trying to take that away. But I feel like there's something you haven't yet hit on that's out there. The world is your oyster. So this is the world. Look at all those possibilities all around you. You're not limited just to those two. Let's get that down. Because when you go looking in the world beyond those two, then there's this King of Cups, this male energy that knows about love and how to wear it and handle it and be it. More love than you've been used to from these two. This new energy grew up with it, resonates with it a little bit more. So I feel like there's somebody out there for you to come. So don't feel like, woe is me, all I got is this guy. No, move on forward. The world's at your feet. And, the universe wants somebody that serves you as well as you serve them. Yeah, a new person. That's what I feel like, sweetie. That's what Spirit's kind of going, They're not being mean about those two or anything. I'm kind of being a little bit meany, but keep your focus on that energy. What you want, not what you don't want. You don't have to take like leftovers or anything, because that J guy feels a little. I don't like his energy that much for some reason. I don't know him at all from Adam, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like that's for you, really. Okay, sweetie.
Yeah. All the best to you, Crystal. And I think it's wise advice. Um, yeah, it's so nice. And Rishi is saying he loves the way that Alaska is laying down.
It's her
Um,
favorite position.
that's
Upside
her
down.
favorite. Her favorite. She's so cute.
She lays like she's a raccoon. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. Thank you so much, Mark.
No, you're welcome,
Yeah,
sweetie.
yeah, you're
I love to
welcome.
see what Spirit has to say about you guys, and I'm always excited to hear the story. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we will, Mark, where will you be either later on today? You have a show later on today, correct? Every
Yep,
Saturday?
I
That's
do.
amazing.
For Eastern, and we'll be doing any top. You can ask me whatever you want to, not me, the guides. And so that's at 4, about 4 to 5 ish. So come join me there. And then on Mondays, we read on animals only. And I do that with my friend Debbie from Freebird Spirit. And that's Mondays at 2 Eastern.
That sounds, that's very, very nice. Very nice. I will be on with my friend Shane right after this from Unbiased and on the Fence at 3 p.m. On Unbiased and on the Fence is where I will be later on today. And then tomorrow I will have Sherry H from Voices from the Swamp is going to be on my channel tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 Eastern. And then I will have Priscilla from the Crone Zone coming on at 3 p.m. And she will be sharing with us one of her spiritual journeys that we did together and the magical, magical experiences that we had together. And we're going to be talking about that and sharing that. And I really appreciate her sharing these. You know, it can be private, but it can be universal as well. So she wanted to share it and tell everybody what happened, and we're going to walk through the process and the magical, uh, just the magical experience that we had while doing the spiritual journeys. It's
Cool.
just so much. It's so much fun. It's really so much fun. And then on Monday night, we have Joan, Wisdom Seeker Joan, and Terry Suzuki from Kigaroo Spiritual Journeys, and myself will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is a special time so that she's coming to us from Japan, and she wants to. We're going to be doing the show together so that she can join us at a reasonable hour. It'll be the very next morning at 9 a.m. in Japan when we do the show.
Cool.
I know it's amazing. It's amazing. She's quite the trooper, and we love
Look at there,
visiting with
though,
each other.
energetically connecting the world again. Through the internet. There's Japan's going to be, I just love it because I can't help but see the energy that goes. You know what I mean? It's like this energetic. Terry goes to Japan quite a bit, though.
Yes, she has in-laws there. She has family
Right.
there.
Yeah, no, I was surprised first time I found out about that. Yeah,
Mhm.
cool.
And well, I don't want to tell her story, but surprisingly, she did a student exchange when she was in school. She went over to Japan even before she ever met her husband, isn't that? And then yeah. So isn't that funny that years later she met met somebody and married him, and it was just
Yeah,
meant to be,
yeah. There's some Japan stuff in her, you know, past
energy and history.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, very nice. Well, thank you all very much for being here, for asking your questions, and for all of those who didn't get their questions answered. Thank you very much for being patient and standing by and holding space for everybody who whose questions we did get to. We would be here for 24 hours if we wanted to try and get everybody's question. If you did not get your question answered, please do go over and see Mark this afternoon, Spirit Whisperer on YouTube, and he'll be on at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we just love to see everybody here, and looking forward to seeing everybody again soon.
Yep. Thank you,
Bye
guys.
bye.